All right, guys. So the Ohio State-Michigan State game is over, getting set for the Alabama-Arkansas game. But what we learned, guys, what we learned from this Ohio State-Michigan State game is that there's just levels to this, man. There's just levels to this, right? We knew that Michigan State was a good football team. We knew that they definitely exceeded expectations by, by getting to where they are, right? They beat Michigan. Even though you can make an argument Michigan, should have won that game, Michigan State ended up winning. And then, again, obviously, the coaching staff there, the players have done a really good job of getting to this point. I have made my argument that Michigan State should be ahead of Michigan during the College Football Playoff rankings. And everyone kept saying Ohio State's going to beat Michigan State anyway. Everything, the playoff, the stuff will just kind of, it will let itself play out. And I get it. I understand it. I had Ohio State winning the Big Ten anyway. Again, that's for a different video, but Ohio State was simply just dominant, guys. Ohio State was simply just dominant. They just showed that there's just levels to this, man. Outside of Georgia, Ohio State probably is, they are the second best team in the nation. I've been trying to make the argument for the last couple of weeks. Ohio State just has the best offense in college football right now. They have an elite offense. And Georgia has an elite defense. Really, besides those two schools, there's nobody else that are elite in particular areas that you can sit up there and say no one's touching them in that area. Ohio State, it's offensively. Georgia, it's defensively, right? Ohio State has struggled a little bit more than Georgia because Ohio State has struggled to score, right? Ohio State, for the most part, has averaged over 400 yards a game with their offense every single game that they've played. The problem was finishing drives. The last 2 to 3 weeks, we've seen that Ohio State has no problem at all putting up 40 points on you at will, right? A lot of people scrutinize Ohio State because of their defense, but you don't need an elite defense to win a national championship. Ask Clemson and ask Clemson what they did in 2016. Ask Alabama what they did in 2020, right? Ask LSU, right? LSU is everyone talks about that as the greatest football team of all time, but they didn't have an elite defense. They just had elite personnel. And that's what Ohio State has. They have elite personnel. And all it takes is one game for you to kind of prove that, right? We look at the course of the season, but all it takes is one game for you to prove everyone wrong that you have the personnel to hang with anybody in the nation, right? Ohio State's defense was just suffocating. They would not allow Michigan State at all to establish a run game. Kenneth Walker got completely shut out for this particular game. Thorne is pretty much, he is who we thought he was. Thorne's not a bad quarterback, but he's not good enough to take Michigan State to that level, which is the Ohio State-Georgia level. So, and again, Alabama, could they do that, right? Could they do what Ohio State today was literally is just play their best game? Absolutely, right? Alabama's capable of it. Oklahoma, I know they struggled today with Iowa State, even with the loss. Oklahoma can play a lot better than what we've seen in the past. Their defense is showing up, but we all know their offense has the capabilities to play at an elite level. So there's definitely like 2 or 3 teams that have that elite personnel that can do it, that can reach that level where Ohio State and Georgia has been right now. We just have to see it more consistently throughout the weeks. But what we learned, guys, is that for this particular game between Ohio State and Michigan State, 2 top 10 schools, Michigan State, 7th ranked school in the nation. You can make an argument they should be the 6th ranked school in the nation. There's levels to this. And Ohio State plays Michigan next week. Whoever wins that game is gonna win the Big Ten East. So we'll see if Ohio State can keep up this momentum. We'll find out and see if Ohio State's defense has finally shown up and played elite football, and if they can carry that throughout the rest of the year. Or are we going to have a close competitive game between 2 really good football programs, 2 great football programs between Ohio State and Michigan in one of the greatest, if not the greatest rivalry in all of sports. So I'm excited to see that next week. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to like the video. Definitely subscribe if you want more reactions. We got more reactions coming out so definitely stay tuned for those. And yeah, that's all I got. So anyway, yeah, Gen Sports, and I'll catch you guys in the next reaction. Peace.